Oh gosh, I look so dumb right now. You know, I guess that's what happens when you go to Party City to get your wig. This video was a ton of fun to make, and I just want to thank you guys for watching it and for being willing to waste your time on the internet watching stupid stuff like this, because it makes me happy to see people are watching it. This is just proof that nobody can do Jimmy Fallon like Jimmy Fallon can do Jimmy Fallon. Although I do come pretty close, don't you think? So yeah, if you want to learn how to look like a guy in a suit that somewhat resembles Jimmy Fallon, keep watching. Okay, I'm going to begin by spraying my face with a primer. You can use any kind of primer you want, I'm just using the spray-on. Then I'm going to take a concealer that's just a couple shades darker than my natural skin tone, and I'm going to use it around the circumference of my face. And then of course I'm going to blend it with a beauty blender. Then I'm going to grab the same concealer and use it to exaggerate the smile lines around my mouth and also the bags beneath my eyes. And I'm also going to use it to carve out the temples of my forehead to make them appear a bit more chiseled out. And I'm going to blend all that with a moistened beauty blender as well. Now comes the lighter concealer. I'm going to grab a concealer that's just a little bit lighter than my skin tone, and I'm going to use it on the sides of my nose, just around the corners of my mouth, and on my chin. I'm not going to use it on my upper lip because I still want the upper lip to look kind of dark, you know, like it has an afternoon shadow, but I am going to use it on my nose. Of course, in with the beauty blender once again. Then I'm going to grab the darker concealer and go between my brows, kind of in the unibrow area, and also in the outer corners of my eyes. After that, I'm going to take the concealer and use it to contour my nose, but not like I normally would. I'm going to bring it all the way down to the base of my nose. That will help make my nose appear larger instead of smaller. Oh my gosh, I make the strangest faces when I blend out my concealer. Next, I'm going to take a mixture of navy and dark taupe shadows, and I'm going to use a really tiny brush to just stipple it in little tiny dots and strokes all over my upper lip and anywhere I think there should be an afternoon shadow. Grab a liner brush and a dark taupe shadow, and I'm going to use it to line my brows, of course making them a little bit bushier and closer to Jimmy Fallon's brow shape. And you're also going to want to point the angle of the brow brush downwards a little bit towards the eye and then brush it upwards. That will help create the illusion of some overgrown hairs. I'm also going to use a slightly lighter shade of taupe and an angled brush and use it to kind of exaggerate the bags underneath my eyes. Then I'm going to smile really big and use the same color to kind of exaggerate my smile lines. For the lips, I went over them with a darkish orangey color, and I tried to shape the lips so that they'd be pretty thin and not look too poofy and girly. with another lip liner that pretty closely matches my natural lip color, just to make sure that the color wasn't too red and shocking. Then I grabbed that concealer and I went over the parts of my lips that were not covered with the lip liner, just to make them kind of disappear as much as I could. I have kind of fat, poofy lips, and when you're doing a man's costume, that's the one time you don't want fat, poofy lips. Just so you know. I then decided to touch up the afternoon shadow a little bit, just because it wasn't quite as dark as I wanted it to be. With that same color, I touched up my sideburns that I already have, just blonde sideburns, and I made them a little bit darker and a little bit longer. That way it will help the wig to blend in with my natural hairline a little bit more seamlessly. And here you see the wig. It's not really the best. I got it at Party City. It was the only one that wasn't green or had an afro or a mullet or anything, but it works. And I used the same color to just blend in the hairline a little bit and create the forehead shape that Jimmy has. Well, we're running a little bit behind today, so is it alright with you if I took this time right now to write out my weekly thank you notes? Y'all are the best. James, can I get some thank you note writing music, please? Dear Roots, thank you so much for sending me that jar of Jimmy's toenail clippings. You'll be happy to hear that the cloning experiment was a huge success. Higgins, is your phone ringing again?
No, man, that's yours.
My phone. Well, who is it?
It's the Illuminati.
Okay. Hello.
Hello, Jimmy, version 2.0. Have you found the information we sent?
You're not supposed to call me when I'm on the show. People are watching.
What? Do they not know the Illuminati exists yet?
I mean,
Idiots.
everybody knows the Illuminati exists, but you're not supposed to pretend that you know.
Now, Jimmy 2.0, I have another assignment for you. This one's in the White House, but first I need to know, how did the scientists do? Did the
The
cloning go
cloning
well?
experiment? Yeah, they got every detail correct.
Excellent.
Every detail. So let me make this straight. You're gonna take me out of Jimmy's clone's body and put me inside Barack Obama's clone's body, which is being hidden in the factory below Disney World, right?
You got it. That's not too much trouble, is it?
Okay, sounds like a plan.
Now, Jimmy, we only have a short time before we blow up the Earth, which means you are on a time crunch, and failure is not an option. Don't mess this up, Jimmy. You are part of the Illuminati now, and that means you must not fail. Goodbye, have a good weekend.
If you had fun watching this video, make sure to leave a comment and subscribe to my channel. Make sure to like this video and also share it with your friends. I try to make videos once a week, but sometimes it doesn't happen. So just check back every so often and you're bound to see another video pretty soon. Thanks so much for watching. Bye. You know what? I'm gonna tag somebody to do this. Kandee Johnson, I'm tagging you. You'll probably do a much better job of it than I did. I really want to see how you would have done it and what you would have done different. I don't look like I could be president. What do you think? Maybe I look like Jimmy Fallon if I pose, like,